First and foremost, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Give honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching His truth, this beautiful truth. And shalom to the Akim that's pushing His word and truth and sincerity across the globe. Shalom. And I'm gonna open up with Romans 10 and verse 2. It says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but not according to knowledge." Right. And I was at one of my people house the other night, and I noticed, he had his Bible open. So I asked him about it. I was like, "So you still into that Bible, huh?" This one of my people, I ain't seen him in a while, and I just asked him, I was like, "So you still into that Bible, huh?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I still read my Bible." And he was I seen he had it open, and he had his little notes and all that. He studies and all that. And he has a zeal. He has a zeal of the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son. He have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, because he goes off on a lot of stuff. And the reason he goes off on so much is because he reads all those other books. He had the book of Jasher up there. He actually had a Freemason Bible up there. He had the Catholic Bible up there. He had so many different Bibles. And like I say, like the scriptures say, it says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but not according to knowledge." Yeah, he was going off on a lot of things, and it was because he was going into all those other books, man. And it's one of my close people, so it kind of was like, I was like, damn, like, because it was some things that I was showing him in the scriptures that he was agreeing with, but it was like he just couldn't get off them other books. And man, and every time we'd talk about something, he could never stay on topic because he would have to bring up those other books. And it kind of hurt it, because these are one of my, my close people or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But honestly, speaking as a man, it kind of hurt. I was like, damn, like, he really got a zeal, like the scriptures say, but not according to knowledge. It says, verse 3, "For they being ignorant of Yahweh Shem Yahushua righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua." Yeah, and it's very true, because, man, if you just would, first and foremost, the Lord got to open up your understanding. But our main focus should be these scriptures, the KJV plus the Apocrypha, this holy Bible, these holy scrolls right here. This is supposed to be our main focus, is this book right here. When you go off into all them other books that have you believing in all the other shit that the scriptures go against, because he was talking about the fallen angels and all that, all those things, and that's due to you reading them other books. And it's like, why would you want to read all these other books? Or why not just stick with one book so you can have that complete truth? You'll never know what to believe in if you read every book. And I didn't go out my way to tell him. It was certain things, it was things in the scriptures that when he went off, I correct him on. But then, like, as far as, I didn't go out my way to tell him, man, you need to quit reading them other books, because he's an old bottle, and I believe he's stuck in his ways. I believe he's stuck in his ways, and he's not gonna ever stop reading those other books. He always said he could get knowledge from anything and everywhere. So I just didn't feel the need to even tell him, man, stop reading those books, because I can't see him not reading those other books. But maybe the Lord will have mercy on him, and He will. I can't say. Verse 3 says, "For they being ignorant of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, right? Like the scriptures say, lean not on thine own understanding. And it was something he said last night. I can't, let me try to think about it. Just the fact that, like, when he said he can get knowledge from everywhere and anywhere, and that's leaning on your own understanding. All the knowledge you need is right here in the scriptures. It says, and going about to establish their own righteousness. Yeah, and that's what he was doing. He believed that he can learn from all those other books, when that's not the case. Those other books have you bugged out and have not submitted themselves into the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Shai. This holy book right here, man, is all the book that we need. you know. Let me go to this right here. This Hosea 4 and verse 6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Right, and that's true. It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Yeah, and as I was speaking to him, he knows things, but he has a lack of knowledge due to the fact, like I say, he's reading all those other books. And all those other books that have you going off. Like he had books that had pictures in them. And, every picture you seen was an Edomite. And it was weird. It was real weird, like they had those other books, like they had a actual talking serpent, like a real snake that was standing and talking. And I asked him if he believed in it. Before he showed me that book with the pictures in it, I asked him, did he believe in the talking serpent? He said no. But then later on, he showed me a book and it had the talking serpent in it. And it was like he says he reads this book. You know what I mean? So you can see how bugged out it is, because on one hand you say you don't believe in that, but then you'll read that book. So if you don't believe in that, if you don't believe that it was an actual talking serpent, why even read that book? And then you take things from that book and you feel like you believe in it, Like it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And it says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Yeah, and that's like the Lord is rejecting him in a way he won't, give him the full truth, and that's due to the fact that you're reading all those other books. So the Lord won't open up your complete understanding to these scriptures, because you reading all those other books, And it says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And that's what I seen. It says that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Yeah. Let me get this other precept. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider it. Let me read it again. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. Right, and those are two stupid animals, but they know their owner and they know their master's crib. What is our master's crib? This holy book, these scrolls right here, this Bible, man. This is what we need to be dwelling in, these scriptures, and these scriptures only, not those other books. It says, but Israel doeth not know. No, because our people, they go off and they go read these other books and they start to believe these other books. And these other books are completely off and to bug you out. It says, my people doeth not consider. Verse 4 says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. They are going away backward. And that's true. And that's what those other books will do to you, man. They have you bugged out. Have you believing in shit that's completely off. And that's not true, And I seen it in that conversation that we had last night. yeah, that's all I got, man. So with that, call law Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone for teaching this truth, this beautiful truth. And shalom to the Akim, and also the Aqua. Shalom.